Alright, that was a bummer. I was muted the whole time, but nonetheless, I'll repeat myself. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Today I have a lot of stuff to share with you because I've been working on the game off stream and I've made quite a bit of progress that I'll familiarize you with. It's going pretty far. We're going to make some final tweaks today. I saw some of you comment on my stream recordings from the last days here on YouTube, giving me support, and I really appreciate you guys. I am here to stay. I will do this with you every day I can, and I'll document my journey and hopefully inspire you guys to do the same if you're not a developer yourself already. But yeah, hopefully today my alerts work. I'm just opening the stream to see if everything is running smooth. Just a second. It's running. Yeah, right. So my voice can be heard now. Okay. Let me just close some tabs I don't need. I will show you something very exciting that I've been working on. Right. So if you guys go into, let me just close this up, and if you guys go to 3D RPS for rock paper scissors.netlify.app, there is my game hosted. So I kind of learned yesterday and today, mostly today, how to deploy the app, and I've encountered a lot of difficulties, a lot of troubles, but it's finally uploaded and we'll make some final tweaks. As you can see, I've made it more responsive. Still, you cannot play it on mobile devices because it's really cluttered, but probably we'll take care of it today. Now, let me show you what I've done already. So, as you can see, there is this, I've removed the orbit controls, but there is this reddish outline on the computer hand and this green outline on your hand. Now this is more visible without the background being blue, so because I have this plane, it's not the colors are not exactly right, but on top of that I've centered everything, so now you can play it at full screen or half screen. But let's play a game and you see what else I have added to the game. This is probably too loud for you, by the way. Let me just, or can you hear this? Yeah, it's too loud. Alright, let me step it down. Right, so as you can see, there are sounds, there are screen effects. Whenever the computer wins, there is like a red overlay on the screen, and there is a screen shake. You have a different sound effect when you lose. This one, the grunt, and you can reset the game. It's fully playable now. I just have to make it responsive and kind of polish it a little bit more, but I'll show you the code. I'm not a big fan of the buttons and of the style of the text right here, but we'll take care of it. The thing is that it works and it hosts it on the web, so you can again go to 3drps.netlify.app and you can play it yourself. I am very proud of this because in the beginning I didn't know that much JavaScript and I didn't know any 3JS, so it was really exciting for me to take on this project and make it into a fully functional game and deploy it actually. As you can see, I've been looking at quite a bit of videos and so on, but I finally made it work, and there are just a couple of things we have to remove, like this console look. We don't really need it. I also want to try to upload it to GitHub pages, because I uploaded it to Netlify because I struggled with GitHub pages, but probably I'll be able to do it now. I'm not sure, but we can try. Let me see if I have the code open. Alright, so put this here, and the other one can be the Chrome tab. Right, so I'll show you some changes we had done. I have a couple of changes in the HTML, but this is just so I can style it easier. Here in the styles, we're just centering things a little bit better. Instead of using absolute positioning and top and left, we're just using absolute and top, because the body here is display flex, and the justify content is center, so it keeps them in the center, and by default all items are set in the middle. But yeah, this is how I figured I'll be able to make it responsive the easiest. Now there is still stuff to do on that side. We'll try to make it mobile friendly today. If we look at the JavaScript, I'll quickly go through it. So we have all the imports that we need here. The to-do list, this is basically done. For 3D text, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. We'll maybe see in the future, but honestly I want to get over with it, so I'll probably make it responsive, try to host on GitHub pages, and we'll submit it in the Odin project. Alright, so let me see what's new here. We have some space here that I don't need. The walls and so on. I have to put better comments on here because it's all a mesh. All a mess, not a mesh. I was reading, where is it? 3.mesh. So we have a damage material, which is basically the color red, and it's we append it to a plane. So damage geometry is a new plane geometry that we just scale, and when we add to the scene, and then in order to animate it, we have a quick function here that basically increases and decreases the opacity very quickly. And same is true for the showing effect, so for that green effect when you win. Okay, yeah, this one. And we also have a screen shake whenever the players start shaking hands, or actually when you lose the game, actually. So not when they shake hands, but when you lose, the screen shake is triggered. We call it as a function. And I've added different sound effects. So where are they? And also made it responsive with this function I found from ChatGPT. Or actually it wasn't ChatGPT, but it was a YouTube video, a very old YouTube video, I believe. But nonetheless, I've added the sound effects, which make the game a lot better in my opinion. Where are they? There you go. So you have a grunt if you win, which is a different grunt from when you lose. You have a shake and the shake whoosh, so the sound effect when you shake the hands, and the round win, there is like a clicking sound. Wait, yeah, this one, the clicking sound. So if you win the round, you basically hear the grunt win, the shake whoosh, and the round win. I am missing probably a woo sound, but I don't think I'll do this today, we'll see. That's basically it. The new stuff, I don't remember it. Probably I did some bug fixing and so on, but this is the major stuff that I've taken care of stream. Yesterday I did quite a bit of work off stream, and I'll try to stream this as much as possible. So now, kind of my biggest issue is that it's not mobile friendly, so I cannot send it to my friends, and they cannot play it on mobile. They can only play it if they are on desktop, and this stream will try to make that happen and probably make the buttons a little bit prettier and the text, and try to host on GitHub pages. So let me close this actually because I don't need it. I'm going to start Vite. So npx Vite. Alright, we got the local host. Open link. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Okay. Alright, I'll put it on the right side. And maybe I can actually inspect it and make it a mobile version. I'm just curious how you do that without and getting rid of the console at the same time. But yeah. Okay, so let's try iPhone 14 Pro Max. The thing is, I need to make it look good on the smallest device and on the bigger ones. In the beginning, as I'm not too sure how I'm going to do it, I think I'm going to start on the Pro Max and then change it for the SE and so on, which is I think the smallest phone there is, the iPhone SE. There are probably smaller phones, but not that many people use them, so I'm not going to optimize for them. Alright, so if we start a little to-do list, we'll have to figure out how to make the stars smaller on smaller screens. And how to make the buttons are actually good size. How to move the buttons up on small screens. Now I think what is what's going to be the trickiest is how to get the hands to be closer together, because currently at small screens they're quite far apart and we want to get them closer. So how to get the hands closer on small screens. So I think we're going to start with the easiest one. How to make an outline here. I'm just going to comment this out. I'm going to remove it actually, but right, so let me save this, and on small screens we want to make the stars smaller. So I think we'll have to write a media query for that, and I haven't written one in a while. So how to write media query in CSS. Is this the best way to do it actually? Do I still need to write media query? Should I always add screen? I'm doing it wrong, but design, use what's media queries. You probably don't need media queries anymore. Grid and flexbox, okay. I've used flexbox to make this aspect ratio. Height, although min and max height and width properties can often be replaced in many use cases with the clamp function. We'll look at the next section, but there is still valid CSS. Alright, so is there a way to use clamp with the image of the star? So here, instead of writing height 50, can we do it with a clamp? So let me just try this for a second. Not width but height, although it doesn't matter. So height, clamp, 30 pixels. Let's try this. Okay, so this is too large, and let me just see how to do CSS clamp. Let me see how to use it actually, because that was kind of tricky to understand. I remember. Clamp uses a middle value within a range of values between a defined minimum bound and maximum bound. The function takes three parameters: a minimum value, a preferred value, and a maximum allowed value. Alright, so in this case, I believe my maximum allowed value will be 30 pixels. Then a preferred one will be like, actually let's make it like 34, just to try it out. 30, and then the minimum value to be like 16. Let's see how that works. This is in pixels. Alright. And now if we decrease that one, nothing happens, so it's not using the minimum one but the preferred ones, which means we have to decrease the preferred one to like 18. Alright, okay, this kind of works now. I think I will have to use the responsive mode. Let me make it full screen. See, now it's sticking to the preferred value, and if we need it really small it will do that, but it's sticking to the preferred value mostly. So now when the screen is bigger and it has a lot of room, it's not going to the 34 pixels we set. Can we increase this one to see if it will do it? No, it doesn't. See, clamp in my opinion is a bit how do you say it, unpredictable, but that could be me as well. Then view width. So this is interesting actually if we put a view width instead. Let me see what happens. So save this. Nope. What if we put it as one view width? There is probably a way to do it, but I just don't understand it still. No, this just makes it huge. So 5 view width. Alright, this kind of works actually. This kind of works. This is just too big. But it does kind of work on smaller screens. On bigger ones it doesn't work. 10 can we do? It's not refreshing anymore. There you go. Alright, let me see it on the Pro Max. On the Pro Max this is reasonable, but we still have to add media queries to make like the spacing between them smaller. What if I decrease that even a little bit more? This is kind of okay. Now on war screens is the problem. Can we do 6? or maybe we can do this one in pixels, 30 pixels. Okay, wait now. Right, I think this will work actually. This is looking good for now. Alright. On the Pro Max is looking nice, although maybe it needs to be a little bit bigger. And can we set the minimum also in pixels, 12 pixels? And if we do it on the SE, it's good. Maybe a little bit bigger, so 5 view width. This is like the monkey way to do it. I'm just tweaking it by hand, but that looks good on the SE now, and on the Pro Max also looks good. Responsive, it's also good. Yeah, that I like this. Alright, we still have to write a media query to get the spacing a little bit less and the spacing in between the stars. So what is that? Let me put it into responsive once again. And what is the mobile media query? How to target desktop, tablet and mobile. Right, these are the best breakpoints. Smartphones, portrait mode. Like min weight 320. Don't I have to use max weight instead? Because what is min weight exactly? Or you break from 480 down? Here on the, what did I click? The mobile large is 425. The Samsung Pro the iPhone Pro Max is 430. So as I said, I'll try to optimize it for the Pro Max first, and then for the smaller devices. So let me just see how the media query will be written. Yeah, max width. Okay, so I'm going to start with the max width, and what I have to do now is the rounds 1, I think. Because this is the container that holds the stars, the list of stars. So I'll go ahead and paste this in. And now what we want to do is width is 100, but maybe we can do space between. Right, space around, maybe. Just a second, guys. Right. Let me see if there is a difference between around and evenly. Yeah, so evenly is a bit more at the center, and space around is more of what we need. Now there is a margin right of 10 pixels, and I want to make this smaller, so we'll make the margin right of 5 pixels probably, and this should be enough. Although wait, right, because it's space around, it also increases this space on the left and right here, and the 5 margin, I actually like it, but now it probably needs to be space between and width of 80%, or 90%. So it can be more in the center. Yeah, this is more like it. Okay, let me see on the iPhone SE. It also works there. Okay, although there is that line on the right that I'm not sure about. So if the screen gets really, or not actually that small, but there appears to be a white line that I'm not sure how we're going to fix, but we'll take care of it. Now the thing is that the stars are moving responsively, and I'm quite happy with how they've turned out. We'll also test it on the mobile devices, but yeah, for now I'm happy with how they're turning out for the iPhone Pro Max. Let's see now what else we had. So make the stars smaller on smaller screens. Move the buttons up. So right now the buttons are quite down there, and we have to put him a little bit up. So RPS buttons. We also don't need this position absolute and top and so on, because this is not changing, right? Let me think about it, but I don't think so. So we deleted something. The width. Yeah, we need the width, but everything else can go because we're not changing that. Okay. The RPS buttons, they're still going to stay at those values, except for the margin bottom, which is going to be like 40%, let's see, or even 50%. 50% of what? This is strange for me as well. Like 50% of what exactly? The RPS buttons is 100%. Can you do 150? Yeah, we can. So alright, probably at 80% or something like that, not 800. Nope, 70. Kind of there. Okay, let's do 60 and leave it at that. Maybe we'll have to tweak them if the hands need a little bit more space, but right now it looks fine. Alright, so now we get to the tricky part, and that is moving the hands closer on small screens. So right here somewhere, let me see where it is. Add event listener. Right, so when we load the hands, there is this setup hand that function that sets the hand position, and this 6 basically tells the program how far away it should be from the center. So the computer hand is 6 whatever to the right, and the left hand is -6 whatever to the right. And we have to find a way to, depending on the screen size, to change this. So 3JS responsive, what is it, position.set on screen size, make responsive canvas, which is come from object. I don't think we need that. Mobile responsiveness. Right, const h. This is not what I need. Or a with a 3D model. So those are all to resize the window to make it responsive, but I'm not sure how I set the hand position based on the screen size. I think I'm going to turn to my good old friend in 3JS. I have this to set the hand position for the computer and this for the player. But on small screens I want them to be, for example, the same one, but instead of 6 points to the left, make it 3 and -3. So let's see what it will spit out, if it will give us any guidance on how to do that. I don't need most of these tabs. The clamp. Alright. To make your hand position responsive to the screen size, you can check the window width and adjust the positions accordingly. That's what I thought, but I don't know how to do it. So here's how you can set it up. Check the screen width, then when the window loads and when it resizes, set the position based on the screen width. Here is an example. Alright, if window inner width, right, so this is kind of like a media query. So if we get window dot inner width is less than 600, let's say, we'll make the hand position to 3, or else we're going to set it as normal, and we can just copy that. Alright, here instead, here we're going to make it -3 and here -6. So now if we save this, the hands are very close together, and if you make it responsive, also it doesn't update on resize, but that's kind of to be expected. The thing is, now let's make it so this is 602, should be in the same position, and if it's 596, they get too close, so we have to not make it that close. Let's try with 4, and here also -4. Okay, kind of there. Can we do 4.5 and -4.5? Yes, we can. Alright, but I think this is still too close because they're going to intersect. Let's try it on the 14. Yes, they're too close together. So we'll make it -5 and 5. Okay. 5.2 and -5.2. Why is now one hand closer to the middle? Oh, right, I fucked up. So else has to be 6. Here is good, but there has to be 5.2 or 5. Maybe 5 can work now as well. This is pretty decent. I like this one. Let's try it on the SE, by the way. On the SE is perfect as well. The buttons are just a little too big. But on the iPhone Pro 14 Pro Max, it's looking good. Alright, perfect. I like this. You won the game. Perfect. So let's I'm wondering, let me just see my resize function. But with resize. Alright. I'll try to make it responsive right here on window change, so the hands move whenever I resize the window. I'm not sure if that's going to work, but we'll try to do it. But before that, I'm going to catch a quick break, so I'll do a 15-minute timer and be right back in 15 minutes, guys. Alright. Let me just set up one on my watch as well. Maybe I can make it a bit smaller so it's more inviting for new people that joined. Okay, Google Chrome, 15 minutes, right. Okay, I'm starting the timer and I'll be right back in 15 minutes, guys. Thank you so much. I'll be right back. Alright boys, so I'm back and where are we now? So it looks pretty good. Actually I want to try, before I do anything else, I want to try and put this version on GitHub, because I struggled with that. As you know, I uploaded it to Netlify, deployed it there, and that is because I struggled with GitHub pages. Now I'm not exactly sure if I'll be able to do it with GitHub pages, but we might as well try and see what happens. Now let me just build it real quick. Where is my terminal? Here, okay. And I also need my code editor. So we already have the dist folder, but I think we need to recompile it. So npm run build. Alright. And assets. So the rigged arm here and the SFX got deleted, but we'll quickly just copy them and paste them into the dist folder. Paste, and also the rigged arm. Copy, dist, paste. I have to figure out a way on how to not get these removed every time. But nonetheless, what was the command? I can actually just push it to the origin. So git. Let me just check the status. Git status. Okay, git add git commit m deployment, and then we can push it to the GH pages. So git push origin GH. I cannot. GH pages. Can I not push it to this branch? Wait. What am I doing wrong? Git push origin. If I do this, I can push it, but GH pages. Failed to push some refs. Alright. I'll quickly watch the tutorial again, what he did exactly. Because he was able to get it running on Netlify by uploading it to Git. Git Netlify write. Which video was it? It was a longer video. Yes, it was this one. It was specifically for Vite and 3JS, and it was somewhere at the end of it. Installing Vite, 3JS, creating scene, building the Vite project. Alright. Deploy to Netlify. So the GitHub way is what he did here that kind of bugged me is he didn't use the terminal, but instead he used this source control to publish it to Git. Now source control here, where am I exactly pushing it? Am I pushing it to the main or to the RPS branch? Let me just watch it for a bit.
And then it's going to ask, okay, where do you want to publish it? So I can publish it privately or publicly. These three demo is the main folder. So
Okay.
but since you can already post it before, and then it's making everybody making the first version. Can you open on GitHub and look at that project?
Mm-hmm.
So that's all my code here, and I'll make a change in it.
Alright, he basically pushed it. I don't think it matters to what branch. What I'm going to do is push it to the rock, paper, scissors 3D. It says everything is up to date. Git status. Git changes to be committed. Git push origin RPS. Everything up to date. Says everything is up to date. Let me just double check that then. But I cannot because it's all in the dist. Alright, anyways, let me watch the Odin project. Revising rock, paper, scissors, because at the end they told us how to merge the branch. Set up a new branch. You're now working. Okay, git push origin RPS UI. Make sure you're on the. You can check this with the git branch command. Alright, so git branch. We're on the RPS 3D. Okay. If you're on another right now, you're all set to work on your new future. Okay. They're telling us how to do the UI now. Now let's take a look at how we can merge the changes from our RPS UI branch back to our main branch. And check out the branch we want. Just a sec. Let me just ask ChatGPT first, because I did changes to my files. I just want to get this sorted. Kind of ADHDing it here, but can I just copy that? And when I try to push into push origin RPS 3D branch, it says everything is up to, which is not the case. How do I fix it? It sounds like we have made state change, but we haven't yet been committed. I did commit them, haven't I? I did write the deployment message. Let me do it once again. So git status, we have all this to commit, so git commit. Can we do deployment changes and how did you say it? Responsive design. And after that we can go back into the console and git push origin Okay, now it works. Perfect. So check out the branch we want to merge into. So the main branch, and we do git check out main, switch to branch main. Okay, git status, it's the white. If everything goes fine, now let's merge, git merge RPS, git merge RPS 3D, fast forward, so on. If everything goes fine, our RPS UI branch is now successfully merged with main. Use git walk and you see commits, git walk, commit 25, 24, and you see all the commits you've made to your feature branch on top of the commits you made to the main branch. Kind of. I definitely don't see all the commits. Let's push our main branch. So git push origin main. Okay, yeah, that's the case. I see. Okay, it's just a very long message. And okay, how do I get out of this? The Q key on the keyboard, I did that already. Alright. So git push origin main. Is this pushed already? Go to your GitHub repo and you see that the main branch has all the commits. Right, main. Yep, definitely has them. Alright. So now we've merged into main. Go to your GitHub repo. Congrats. Alright, now that you have all our code in the main branch, we don't really need. So let's do some cleanup both locally and in the remote repo. Delete the branch from our local repo with git branch drps UI. Alright. I'm hesitant on doing this still. Let me just check something. If we do GitHub pages, it says my project is loaded here, but this is the old main, I believe, or the one that oops, how do I get out of this? Escape. Where am I? I am so lost. What did I just do, man? GitHub. Rock, paper, scissors. Alright, if I do settings and pages, F12. This is the old one that couldn't vote the models and so on. So if we go back, and this is the GH pages. If we switch it to main and save it, was deployed. Can we check the actions? Alright, let's see what's happening with that. But it's on the main branch, so I believe now we'll be able to get it working on Netlify. We'll see in a bit. Yeah. Alright, we've got the deploy. Ah, alright, it's kind of working now. We just failed to load in the sound effects, and I forgot to remove this console log. And also, does it work on mobile now? Uncode. Yeah. No, it's not working anymore. This is strange, it was just working a second ago. It's not like I did anything. Right. It was just working a second ago. Anyways, if we go to the pages, I can see it was deployed 1 second ago, but I removed the GitHub again. Let me see what this guy is doing.
And then going to Netlify.
He's adding a new site, Netlify. Via the GitHub. Add new site. So import an existing project from GitHub. And rock, paper, scissors from the main branch. Build command is npm run build public. Okay. So site name is RPS3D, not to be confused with the previous one, which was 3D RPS. So let's try to deploy it and see what happens. Site deploy in progress, deploys from GitHub. My dist folder is full with the my dist folder is wait, I don't need that. Yeah, there are the sound effects on the ARM model. Alright, it was deployed, but see, it cannot find the models and so on. Let me see what's happening. So it goes from the dist folder and it cannot find the models in SFX folder, which is kind of strange, I think, because if it starts from the dist folder, you should be able to go into SFX. Maybe though it starts here from asset and from index, in which case we have to make it, what is it, in the script. Where do we add the sounds? So sfx.name. Do we have to do it like dot and then sfx name? I'm not sure, but let's see. He showed how to change this here, and I think it's just a matter of committing it and pushing it. I think my yes, my subscriber notifications are not working once again, man. This is so annoying.
And all of the settings, this is the convenient part, are already set correctly. So the build command here, the npm run build that we run ourselves, gets brought here, and then
Alright, show me how you deploy changes.
Let me make a change just to show you how that works. So our command position is now set to 5. Now what I've done is I've restarted it. No longer running. So I do npm run that. And this is also if you open localhost tab, close it. If you want source control tab, look here, you can see this line changed.
What did you do?
So I can see with these dotted lines here that this line has changed. I can press this. And then if I don't tell from the deploys tab here, and it will automatically deploy that. You can tell from the
It will automatically deploy the changes. Alright, so let's give it a try, I guess. Instead of SFX, we add 2 dots. So if it starts from this JS file, it will exit out of asset and then go into SFX. And let's try to git status. Alright, let's try git add all and git commit. Bug fixing deployment. Do you want to save the changes? Yes. Okay, and then we can push it to main. And this should automatically deploy the changes. Right? Yes, I believe it does so. It's still building it, I believe. So wait for that. We'll see something happens. Probably it has to first deploy on GitHub and then it will go on to Netlify. So let's just check the actions here. It seems to be deployed successfully, but here it cannot access the 3.js. Alright, it finished. Oh no, just some part of it finished. Alright, let's wait it out. And seems to be complete. Now let's open it and still nothing is loaded. Failed to load resource. Yeah. I wonder what's up with that. If we look, the dist folder only has assets. Why is that? Because let's see it in GitHub. We start from the main and the dist folder. It does have the SFX and the rigged arms, but here on Netlify, we only have those the assets and the index HTML in the dist folder. So why is that? Deploy settings. I'm probably not going to understand any of this. I use Netlify GitHub connection to deploy my site on GitHub, but in the GitHub version there are folders sfx and model.glb files that I can see are not in the Netlify version, so why is that, how can I fix it? Right, deployment is like a whole new part of being a developer. It's not like learning any language or framework or syntax, so on, but it's just as difficult, or if not even more difficult. That's why you have like DevOps that are specifically doing deployment, because it's so complicated. I'm struggling with a little 3D rock paper scissors game, and I don't know how you run just an enterprise level company. Even ChatGPT got stuck with my problem. Site configuration, site details. Deploys today, yeah. No, it doesn't hold the resources, and I again forgot to get rid of this console walk. I'll do it next time. Hello. Can I ask quote for this? Go on. Tell me, mate. Let me help you troubleshoot why some files and so on, right? First, check if your files are tracked by Git. If they are not tracked, then add them. Alright, they may not be tracked by Git indeed. Oh, yeah, this could be the case. Alright, so how do you check? You do git ls files grep. I'll do sfx. Is that a thing? Let me just do that then. Git push origin. Is it still thinking? Check that these paths aren't in your git ignore file. Now how do I check my git ignore file? Is it in here? Rock, paper, scissors. I don't see the git ignore, and this these commands kind of stuck, like, what is happening here? Can I just add them like that without checking? Can we do that? Error, add did not match any files known to Git on branch main. Your branch is up to date with origin main. Maybe just this first one. Git status. your branch is up to date. Alright. How do you check .git ignore GitHub? Git command to show which files are ignored by git ignore. Yes, please. So they say git check ignore. Git check ignore dash asterisk space asterisk Unix, it's check ignore asterisk asterisk. Can I just do git check ignore? Is that not enough? Nope. In my find the command. Ignoring files. Configuring ignored files for a single repository. So you can create a git ignore file in your repository's root direction to tell git which files and directions to ignore when you make a commit, to share the ignore rules with other users who clone your repository. Commit the git ignore file in your repository. GitHub maintains an official list of recommended git ignore files for many popular operating systems, environments, and languages in the GitHub git ignore public repository. You can also use git ignore IO to create a git ignore file for your operating system, program language, RDE, and so on. So they just make one, but it will be empty, and I'll probably commit everything that I have, which is not what I want here. Bro, why is ChatGPT stuck like that? Retry. Can I refresh this? Am I running out of RAM, or what is happening here? Let me close this. Right. If some files or folders like SFX appear on GitHub but are missing in your Netlify deployment, this might be because Netlify's build settings are not including these files. Here's how you can address this. Verify build folder. Alright, site settings, build and deploy, site configuration, I guess, build and deploy, and then build and deploy, trigger deploy, configure, is it in here, trigger, trigger a build, add build hook, build settings. So base directory is the root directory, package direct, base directory is the root directory. So if we publish directories, the dist, can we do the directory where Netlify installs dependencies and runs your build command? Publish directory. Alright. Let's copy this and see if we have anything to change. Clear the cache and redeploy. Do I have to set base directory as dist? the GPT is very slow today. No, you typically do not set. Alright. Is this because I didn't run the build command? Oh, let me try that then. By the way, how do I check the .git ignore file? Before I run the npm build, how do I check the git ignore file? Using the command line cat.gitignore. Open a terminal, run this command to display the contents. Alright, cat.gitignore. No such file or directory. Open your project folder. I don't have a .gitignore file. Hello brother, I love your content. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. You're making my day, bro. Thank you so much for tuning in and leaving a comment. I greatly appreciate you guys that are watching this. Thank you so much, my man. Right. Thank you for everyone who is subbing. I really apologize for the subscriber goal not working. I truly don't know why this is not happening, and I'll take care of it. When I test it myself, it works, and then on stream it just doesn't work. Alright, make sure you have gitignore in your folder. Yeah, I don't have that. But look here, it's not in here. If I do lsa, okay, so lsa, oops, lsa, .git, yeah, node module, so on. I don't think I have. If you don't have, just create it. Yes. My thing is then, how do I the gitignore file? I'm sure I have to add the node modules to it, but then I'll have to keep the dist folder and ignore assets like models and sound effects. I don't need to ignore them actually, just maybe the node modules. I think this is good practice nonetheless, so I'll quickly create a gitignore, so touch.gitignore, and let me check the VS Code, we have it here. I'll ignore the node modules. Not all of this, but just the node modules. Alright. My thing was, I don't know when you joined the stream, but I have an issue here in the GitHub pages on Netlify actually. I've deployed my website on GitHub, and there I have the dist with my sound effects and my models for my game, but when I go to the deploy from Netlify, I am missing the SFX and the model, and I thought this is because I have them in the gitignore, but it doesn't seem like it's the case. So maybe I'll rebuild the project and try to commit it once again. Let me open up this and also this, so have npm run build, and this would, some chunks are larger than consider. Alright, the JS is larger, but we'll take care of it. Now the dist folder will also be missing the rigged arm, so I'll just copy it and paste in the dist folder, paste, and also the SFX folder, copy, paste. So now can I do git status dist? The thing is now it knows I modified the index, deleted the last JS file, but it doesn't show anywhere for this model and for the SFX. Wonder if that's an issue, but nonetheless, let me do a quick commit. We'll figure it out. No changes added to commit. On git add all, so git commit. Alright. Deployment changes version to save. And to do git push origin main. Right, let's check it out now in GitHub. Rock, paper, scissors. Let's check the actions as it's currently building. And here also it's building on the Netlify as well. I already have a working version, but I uploaded it manually, so this is the game fully working and deployed. But what I did is I deployed just the dist folder manually and not using GitHub, and I want to do it with GitHub because then every commit I make it will automatically deploy to Netlify as well, and I wouldn't have to just manually upload the folder. Right, so let's see where we're at. It says it's deployed. Same thing here, but if we go to the code and in the dist folder, yeah, it's not keeping track of those files because this is 33 minutes ago and the assets and the index are 1 minute ago, so even though we did it, I don't think it will change anything on Netlify. Yeah, it's the same thing. It cannot load in the resources. It cannot load in the models. Right. Let's see how to do it. Would it work if I manually? No, it wouldn't, right? If I delete them and maybe if I delete them, push it once and then add them. Let's see what happens. Yes, move it to trash. This one as well. And this time I'm going to get rid of the console log. Not this. Why do I have the... Wait. On load, yes, I want to remove this. Why did I have a console log of the player score? I don't need that. Alright. I'll build the project once more. npm run build. Alright. git status. It says now that I've deleted the assets, so I can git add all, git commit, deployment without sounds, and then I can push it. Git push origin main. It's getting really dark for some reason, the camera. Alright. Here now, the dist folder still has them. Let me check the actions. 4 minutes ago. I did push it, right? Origin. Yes, I misspelled origin. Okay. So now it's building it, and it's building it without the sounds and the model. And after that I'll try to add them manually, and then we'll see if it finally works. And if not, it's something with how the folders are set up. Probably. Alright, it's deployed, and here again is the same thing. Let's check on Netlify. The deploys, it's building. Let me just fix up the lighting real quick while this deploys. I'll be right back. So we have a little bit better lighting. Alright, yeah, now there isn't any light coming from the background, so that should be better. Let's just check where we're at. And okay, do I have the deploy file browser? Okay. Now, finally, copy this into the dist, paste, and copy the model into the dist. And now if we check the git status, alright, dist sfx, now we can make git add or git commit deployment v4. so it's uploading everything, and we can push it to origin main and to watch once again. If it doesn't work this time, it's probably something like the folder structure. Did I forget to save this? I think I'm going to have the console work once again. Wait. No, I don't have it, but it's anything. Alright, let's wait for this to deploy and we'll see if we finally got it working. I doubt it though, honestly. Okay. Here we again don't have the files needed. I don't think it's going to work again. Nope. Alright. So the dist files got all the necessary models and sounds and so on, but when the project deploys on Netlify, I only see this in the dist folder. Deploy file browser, and there you go. Netlify upload. No, Netlify git doesn't add sounds to this folder. Can't find files in folder that's added to git. Don't apply git ignore rules to the published directory. Dear Netlify community, please don't apply git ignore rules to the published directory and deploying hello world. Yeah. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say. It sounds like some files aren't making it through the deployment, even though they're in the dist folder locally. Let's go through steps to troubleshoot and potentially resolve this. So check file paths, ensure that the paths or the resources in your code match what's deployed. For example, if you're referencing dist as make sure that the Netlify directory, yes, this is set to dist. In the Netlify build logs, check for any warnings or errors. Maximize log building, seems all fine. Check asset import code. If you're dynamically loading assets, confirm that Netlify is aware of these by referencing them correctly in the adding a Netlify file to the root of your project with specific settings. This file can sometimes help specify deployment behavior more strictly. Tell me how to Right, my man. Demons Nova written something in the chat, but I don't understand it. What language is that, my guy? Clear ChatGPT memory before asking. I see. Probably it's a good idea. My premium subscription expired. I decided not to pay for it anymore, but I don't know if I'll continue with that. 1 second. Where did my Twitch go? There you go. Oh my god. Alright, let me open up a new one. I am deploying a project on Netlify through the GitHub connection. I build the project before pushing and use the dist folder. Netlify. Now the dist folder on Git contains my sound effects folder, SFX and sounds inside, as well as a .gob model in the dist folder, but after it's been deployed to Netlify, I see only the index.html and the assets folder. How do I take care of it? Alright, check the git ignore, ensure that your git ignore file is not excluding SFX folder or any assets that you need, which is the case indeed. It is not. This I can close because the git ignore is only ignoring the node modules. And build command verify that your build process is correctly placing all required assets into the dist folder. Okay, confirm folder structure. After building the project, double check that this folder on your local machine contains the expected structures including SFX, right? You can do this by navigating to this folder. I have too many tabs open, but yes, indeed, the dist folder has the sound effects and the model, and we push all the changes. Ensure that all changes in your local repository are committed to Git. Netlify configuration. If you have a Netlify, make sure that is set up correctly. For example, you can specify the publish directory as follows. It is specified because on Netlify if we go to the site configuration, where is the build settings, as you can see, the published directory is the dist. So this is indeed the case. I'm wondering if we put the base directly as this, but it told us not to do that. Walkout testing, so on. So none of that actually works. Netlify test folder doesn't contain some files. Failed during the staging build site. Or wait, how to npm build include specific files into dist. Using TypeScript. When I build the project with npm run build, the dist doesn't contain my sound effects and .gob model, so I add them manually and push the changes. Could this be why those files are not set to Netlify, and how do I resolve it? Yes, manually adding files to the dist folder after building can lead to deployment issues on Netlify when you build the project. If the build process doesn't include the sound effects and the GOB model, those files won't be part of the version you push to GitHub unless they're already included in the build step. Here's how to resolve this issue and update build configuration. Check your build tools, configuration, webpack, and so on. To ensure that it includes the sound effects and GOB model in the dist folder during the build process. If you're using webpack, I am using Vite, so can you help me config? So we have the Vite config. Install necessary loaders, assets there. npm run build. Package JSON, no. Vite config, build, specify the output directory. All right. My project is set up like this. I have everything in the root folder, including the rigged arms.gov and sfx folder containing all the sound effects. So please help me configure the build to put them in the dist folder like I have in the root folder. So that means assets should be sibling of sfx and rigged arms .gov should be sibling of index.html in dist. Right, so we've given him a bit more context, and this is basically what we have. Yes, void configuration, you can adjust your void config.js to copy the gov into this folder during the build process. Here's how to do that. Install void plugin copy, configure the alright, install void plugin copy. npm is not found. There you go. Added 19 packages. Now let's put this in the void config. Okay, let's save it, and we'll actually get rid of the dist folder. I'll delete it for now to see if everything goes into there. So let me open this up, and or actually yeah, we can do npm run build. Alright, void plugin copy, import copy from let promise setup. So you have issues with the void plugin copying, void plugin copy that it told me to install. So can I copy all of this, or it will be too much? I could almost copy it. Right. So let me take all of this. Nope. Copy. Let's try this. They're encountering ESM only module and cannot be loaded using common JS style imports. This can happen if you're using a configuration. Alright, solution use void. So another plugin. Let's try it out. Okay, and this is the new void config change your module type in the package JSON. Alright, package JSON. What do we have here? Add type module. Where do I add it? Where do I add it though? Type module at this point. Okay, so we can put it to the top, I believe. I don't need this comment. Ensure your imports, use import. Alright, so this is the white configuration once again. Okay, and we can do npm run build once again. Nope, it doesn't work like that, my bro. Let me tell you, it doesn't work like that. So it's telling us to uninstall the TODO plugin. Install this one again, which I don't know if there is a point to doing that. It's already installed. And replace this with basically the same stuff. Okay, and then rebuild. Let me save it, build it once again, and it's not working. Alright, I'll paste it once more, no worries, but I think we're running in circles already. Copy. Change the ESM syntax, type module, build, white build. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Alright. So I believe we're just going to go into the config and get rid of this and get rid of these plugins as well. I don't need this comma, I don't believe. Package JSON, I guess this one can stay, but let me do it like that. Fail to save. Yeah, I don't need these plugin copy and so on. Remove those. Save. Can I build it now? Okay. Now at least I can build it. Node modules. Alright. So here I can actually what I'm going to do is I'm giving up on this. Let me just fix something so I can deploy it the manual way. I just want to be over with this. I'll have to build it once more. Okay, copy this into dist and copy this into dist, paste it. Now git status, git add all, git commit, final deployment, probably, because you never know. And then we can push it into origin main. Okay, so what I want to do is go into Netlify and instead of this I want to switch to this one and just update the dist folder so it's good to play on mobile. Site overview, site configuration, where was the way to update it? Change site name, deploys, there you go. So browse to upload, and we're going to select this folder, and hopefully now this will be working all right. Let me open the production. Okay, and now if we switch to the 14 Pro Max, yes, so it should work now. And let me try it on mobile. So, okay, right. So it looks better than when what I originally started, but the buttons are a bit too high. So, and you can actually, right, you can play it and it looks good, but the buttons are too high. That's not focusing. 1 second. You can go to 3D rps.netlify.app and play the rock paper scissors game we made this stream. So I have more tweaking to do definitely, but for as of right now I just want to submit this Studio Odin project so I can be over with it and move on to the next, because I've been going at it for a couple of days and we need to move on at this point, I believe. So we'll submit our solution, the GitHub repository. Where is it? Actions. Okay, 2 minutes ago. Can I add a readme file? Live link is 3drps.netlify.app http. Is it http or https? 3d.netlify.app. Connection is secure. Perfect. Alright, so commit changes. So live link, we have it live, and we can finally submit this project. It's been a while since I started it, so I'm pretty happy to submit it already. Live preview, there you go. Public to other learners and so on. it says etch a sketch, so can I remove this? Yeah, delete it. I wasn't meant to submit it here. Revisiting rock, paper, scissors. We cannot add our solution here. It has to be, where is it? Project, rock, paper, scissors. And here we can edit it. Edit. This should be the same. Oh no. So this should be it, and I think this is the same. Loading project. There you go. Save. And now if we look at the live preview, we crushed it. Because if we look at some community solutions, like what is that? Not to shit on everyone. I respect everyone who's learning to code. I've just put a little bit more effort into this project, and probably if it was my first time learning also I wouldn't be able to make anything remotely close to that. So congrats to everyone that put a submission to every of the 22,000 people. There's probably someone that made an even better version than me. So congrats to all of you guys. I'm just happy to be over with it, honestly. So let me just complete the lesson. And as I can see, the next project is the Etch-a-Sketch, so this will be exciting as well. We're already 91% complete, and I think this is going to be the stream for today, guys. I really enjoyed today's stream, although we didn't make much progress, but we've learned a lot of stuff together. And thank you for the support, thank you for tuning in and subscribing. Probably I'll try to fix this next stream so it actually refreshes live and we have the alerts. So thank you so much, guys. If you watched the VOD on YouTube, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace out. Bye bye.